So I just watched the Star Wars Resistance trailer, and yeah, for those who remember, Star Wars Resistance is the new Star Wars animated show that they announced that would follow Rebels and take place before Force Awakens. What did I think of the trailer? Well, first off, the animation. The animation, like, I've seen this type of animation before. It's, like, in the vein of, like, obviously, I've seen it with Stormhawks and Skyland. If anyone remembers Skyland, you know, good on you. But yeah, it's very it feels very Stormhawks in a way, animation-wise. And some of the character models, and even, like, one of the characters almost sounded like Piper. I don't know if it was just me, but it definitely sounded like her. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I can understand why it like. On the other hand, though, I do see how the artwork could definitely off-put some people. I could definitely see how it would off-put some people after we had the animation with Star Wars with Rebels, and then we jumped to Resistance. But yeah. Anyway. So, the big thing here is that we have this whole story of this kid whose name I've forgotten, who's training to be a spy, and he looks like he's going to be part of Black Squadron in some capacity. Black Squadron being Poe Dameron's squadron from the movie series. So I'm wondering how much of a capacity is in here, and we also know that this is like. We're going to see certain elements of how everything came together in Force Awakens, and for the, you know, the Disney trilogy, you know, and the continuation of those, and the continuation from then on. I'm really curious to see how they're going to do the spy element. I'm really interested to see the spy element of this show. I am... I'm curious because this kid does not like scream spy material. Then again, I've seen bad trailers for good shows, and I've seen good trailers for bad shows. So it could be the case that this first trailer we got was more along the lines of, man, this this could have just been a bad trailer, because it really doesn't give you the spy element. It gives you more of the comedy element of it. It gives you definitely the comedy element of this show, and they did say it was going to be for an older. They did promise that Resistance was going to be for an older audience, and the fact that it's coming on at 10 o'clock at night on Disney Channel. Let me say that again. It is premiering 10 o'clock at night on the Disney Channel, like prime. This is definite prime time. Like, yeah, Disney has some serious faith in it, or they just want to get it the fuck out. I'm kind of like half and half on which I believe would be the case, because, yeah, we got an announcement, and I knew we were going to get a trailer at some point. In fact, it's actually kind of funny, because I kind of called when they were going to premiere at least one trailer. So this is coming out October 7th, and I was talking, one of my friends, Doc Holocron, who I do videos with alongside Red Leader and Tilly's and Joel Davis, we were talking. He actually had a message saying, "Dude, I don't know if they're going to do any promotion for Resistance, because they've done nothing and the show comes out in 2 months." To which I responded with, "I guarantee you that we're going to get a trailer at least towards the end of this month." And I was right. Someone pick up the phone, because I fucking called it. Yeah, I totally called that shit, and I guarantee you that come sometime in September, we're going to get a more in-depth trailer. I have a feeling we're going to get more of an in-depth trailer into what the story is about. We do get Poe and BB-8, which is cool. I think it is cool that we got Poe and BB-8 in here. We also got a quick look of a First Order Stormtrooper. But mostly we got the ships, which is fine. But again, I'm really curious to see how this spy element is going to be, because from what I saw, I didn't see a lot of the spy element. I just kind of saw a lot of the goofy antics, which is fine. Star Wars is built on goofy antics. I mean, have you seen like a lot of the shit that was supposed to be in Star Wars, and some of the stuff that gets in Star Wars? Seriously, goofy shit is what made Star Wars to an extent. But on the other hand, though, I am I do want them to hold their promise that we are getting, that this is a more, darker show. This is a more for an older audience type show, And Disney really wants to push that. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Disney's floundering with Star Wars. Disney's floundering with Star Wars. Yeah, because one movie you didn't like because all of its, because your theories got shot to hell. And also a movie that was not terrible, but not good. So yeah, you see, we're all basing, the destruction of Star Wars off of, even though Last Jedi, despite the reviews, was really, did really well, financially. The only one which was not a major financial success was Han Solo. And even then it made, some money. So yeah. I can't wait, I really, really cannot wait to see, when Abrams comes back and like, Star Wars has returned to form, why did it want that? Look, guys, I don't mean to sound like I'm shitting on the fandom as a Star Wars fan, I really don't. But the thing is that we've gotten so fucking toxic as of late. We've really turned on ourselves, and it's really been obvious for a while. And it's really grown into like an open wound. And, look, I don't hold a lot, if this show doesn't do well, I won't watch it. I stuck through Rebels, and Rebels had some really shitty episodes, but it also had some really good episodes. Keep in mind, like, the worst episode of the series, in my opinion, Droids in Distress, or what was it called? The one where, what was the name of that episode where where Chopper gets, taken over, and, what's his name? The other droid shows up, and he's trying to, prove that Chopper got taken over or something, and they show Wedge Antilles trying to piss. Yeah, that's a really bad one. But then it was followed by Battle of Atollon, which I think is a really good episode. So there are good episodes in there, and I honestly think that the fourth season was really solid, probably because of how many, it had only a good number of episodes to follow with. So, but look, guys, I don't mean to sound like I'm shitting on anyone or shitting on, the show or the franchise. It's just that we've gotten so toxic, and everything, everything that comes out is scrutinized. Now, actually, it's kind of funny because I was looking at this and I noticed one of my subscribers, Teva Smoka, actually bring up a video, bring up something in the comments that he said basically, if we don't like this, we still got the Clone Wars show coming out. That's true. If you don't like this, all right. If you didn't like Resistance, you guys can go watch the Clone Wars continuation on the Disney streaming service. So you get a good Star Wars animated show. You still get that good Star Wars animated show. If you're not a fan of Resistance, that's still an option. That's a good point. Like, yeah. Although, granted, you may have to wait a little longer because this is probably coming out first, and then later on you're getting the Clone Wars show. But I want to give this a shot. I, honest to God, want to give Resistance a shot. I'm really hoping for some good stuff. I want to see some, I want to see more of, like, how the formation of the First Order happened. I want to see more of the Knights of Ren, because I got a feeling they're probably going to play in here in some capacity. So I want to give this at least a shot. And if I don't like it, I'll stop watching it. I mean, Rebels, like, especially that the first season had a few hiccups at the beginning, but I think it's solid. It really ironed itself out towards the end. Season 2 had a great opening, and then, wow, did it have some real... I think Season 2 is the weakest. I mean, excluding a few episodes here and there, especially the beginning and end of the season. Season 3 as well. The Thrawn episodes were good, but, yeah, there were some bad episodes in Seasons 2 and 3. I think the strongest seasons were the first and last seasons. Again, not to discredit the Vader episodes from Season 2, but yeah, I think we could all agree there were some, like, boring-ass episodes in Season 2. And there were some good episodes in Season... Not to say there were bad episodes, and every episode was a bad episode. I'm just saying those are kind of the weaker ones. Anyway... So at this point, I'm pretty much rambling, guys. I apologize. I apologize for this ramble. So yeah. In closing, I'm curious about this. I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to this, but I do want to give this a chance. I gave Rebels a chance. I'm going to give Resistance a chance. And like I said, if we don't like this, then we can go and watch Clone Wars on. We can go watch Clone Wars on the streaming service. I can't because I can't fucking afford it. So. What the fuck am I going to do? Anyway, so comment. What'd you guys think of the Star Wars Resistance trailer? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And once again, hope y'all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.